Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can hear from my voice, I'm not feeling 100% at the moment at all, so you need to forgive me if my voice does go while we're going through this video. Now, the reason I am doing a video, despite the fact I'm really not feeling well at all, is we've had a massive amount of information that's been found via data mine, as some of it is incredibly interesting. Now, I will mention, because it's data mine, it does mean it's subject to change. The information has also been found by Chronolink, Panub and Prince, so props to them for digging out all this information for us. Now, there is quite a lot to cover in the video, so I actually put timestamps in the description for each of the different sections if you want to jump to any. But what we'll be covering is we'll be having a look at the information we've got in the Venom Raids, information in the Dark Dimension. We'll then have a look at Mystique's kit, because that's been released. And then this is probably the most interesting part of information. It looks like it's been confirmed, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutant characters, who they'll actually be, with one or two other interesting characters as well that we've found some placeholders for. And then finally we'll talk about a subscription service that's coming to the game as well. So as mentioned, there is timestamps if you want to jump to any of those sections, but first off we'll start having a look at the information that's been found for the Venom Raids. So we know so far in game there will be a Venom event, and you can actually view that, we just can't start it for the next day or two. Now, running alongside the Venom event will actually be a Venom Raid as well, so it's called Raid Alpha. Looks like this will run until the 19th of October. Once you clear this, you'll gain Venom Orb fragments to recruit Venom. It also mentions the fact that you may notice the Strike Raid Alpha gives out fewer character orb fragments than the Deadpool and Thanos raids. Don't worry about that. It's saying the reason for that is you'll have the event and the raid running alongside each other, whereas before we would normally only have one or the other. That would be the event or the raid. At the moment we'll have both of them running there, and it should work out at the same amount of orbs you can get for them, so that's really interesting. But we also have some details on the difficulty for the raids. Again, this could change, but let's check it out anyway. So it looks like we have a nice spread here for the difficulty. Now, you will need raid keys to open it, but it just works the same as any of the other raids. You spend your regular campaign energy to accrue them. So the lowest tier 1, it's a squad between 40 and 50, gear tier 6, ability level 3. Your mid tier is between 50 and 60 and gear tier 8. And then finally the hardest one, that is squad 60 to 65 plus, and it's gear tier 10 there. And I did notice in one of the data mines as well, it was mentioned we'll be able to get gold orbs with some of these raids as well, so that's really nice change there. Now, next up we'll have a look at the information we've got on the new mode which is coming. That's the Dark Dimension. So there really is a lot of information here, so I won't read it all out to save my voice, but you've got two difficulties. The first and lowest difficulty starts at very hard. Now, it says once you complete this, you'll earn over 1,000 items from the list. The way this works, it looks like there's various different levels you go into, and you need to actually try and work your way through them each day, and at the end of each day your characters will reset, so any that have been defeated you can then use them again. So this is without a doubt a long-term mode. For the second difficulty, which is called Fear the Darkness, it says this is insanely hard. Now, when you do defeat this, it's mentioning the fact that it looks like you'll actually recruit Ultron as well, and if you've looked at Ultron's kit, he's exceptional. He's probably a new tier of hero above the Omega tier heroes. It really is that powerful, so they may start doing that now that you have characters that are exceptionally powerful but take a long time to actually unlock. And I do believe that Ultimus is due a rework, and he should be one of the characters that is exceptionally powerful as well. Now, next up, let's have a look at what we found out about Mystique. So we essentially have what looks like a complete kit for Mystique here. Now, it states in regards to her description, she's a covert shapeshifter skilled at disabling stealth targets and manipulating enemies into attacking each other. So really interesting. We also have the name of the skills, so it's Mimic Strike, Infiltrate, Shapeshift and Subterfuge. If we look at what our skills actually do, so the basic, you're attacking your primary target for a set amount of damage, and you can bonus attack a set amount of times for additional damage. You also copy positive effect from the target and apply it to yourself, so I've seen a lot of people saying that's how she should work. For the special, you attack primary target for X amount of damage, and a chance to attack each stealth target for set damage and remove the stealth, so a counter to hand sentry potentially. If there's no stealth target, then she gains stealth on herself. For the ultimate, we attack the primary target for X amount of damage, then shapeshift into target. That's awesome, can't wait to see the animation for that. You also trick the enemy target into attacking primary target for a set amount of damage and gain speed up. So she looks quite interesting. She looks like a Gamora on steroids almost to an extent there, so interesting. Now finally, if we have her passive though, she gains a set amount of dodge chance. On spawn she gains evade, and if Magneto is an ally, so Magneto without a doubt has been confirmed now, you extend the duration of positive effect on him and self by +1. So really pretty interesting there. I'll also bring up the fact that we've managed to get a picture of how she'll look as well, so I'm really liking this style they'll be using there. Now with Mystique covered, let's continue the theme about talking of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, because it looks like we have info confirmed as who they'll actually be. So this data mine information here is really pretty to the point, but it lets us know characters that will be coming. So we found placeholders for Pyro, so that's pretty awesome there. Also Juggernaut, Sabretooth, Carnage, which is excellent, and we've now got Venom, Carnage and Spidey in the game, and then it's mentioning Ultimate Spider-Man as well, so that's really interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to work, if it's going to be a separate version of the character. I actually don't know much about Ultimate Spider-Man myself, so after this video I'll go away and Google it and see what I can actually find out there, but that is upcoming characters where information has been found in the files for them, so awesome stuff. Now to finish up, we'll talk about some information we found via datamine about a subscription model coming to the game. So the subscription model in question, it looks like it's based around energy. So you save over 70% by purchasing this subscription to get 120 campaign energy every day for as long as you subscribed, even if you miss a day. So it looks like if you log in after several days, it will have all built up there. Also, it's mentioned in a limited time special, you receive 100 force shards with your first purchase. Unfortunately, I've got them at 7 star, but that's nice for people that haven't, and hopefully he'll get a buff in time because it is much needed. He is the God of Thunder after all as well there. So that's all the information we found via datamine. As I mentioned, there's a ton of information we found once again thanks to the guys that dig all this up. So that's Chronolink, Panub and Prince. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the information we managed to find, and I'll see you all again soon.